Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's video. So it is super hot here in Kansas. I mean, it's July, that's what we expect. And I sometimes am wanting a super refreshing snack, but since it's Weight Watchers Wednesday, I figured I would share with you a super easy 0-point snack that's zero on green, purple, and blue. So without further ado, let's get started. This is super simple, super easy, and it's really not even a recipe, it's just a thing. So you're going to need three things. You're going to need a Ziploc baggie. You're going to need a box of sugar-free Jello. You can use any kind that you want. I happen to have strawberry in my cabinet left over from the holidays. And you will need some grapes, any variety, just your favorite. So you'll want to make sure that you wash your grapes. And we're going to go wash them and be right back. Okay, so we have picked our grapes and put them in a Ziploc bag, and I have rinsed them. All I did was simply put some water in the bag, kind of rinse the grapes and pour out the water instead of using a colander, which just dirties another dish. So this recipe is kind of a play on a recipe that my grandma used to make when I was growing up. My dad was in the Army, and so I spent weekends with my grandma, and she lived a block and a half away from the local park. And so in the summer, when it wasn't super hot, we would pack a picnic and go to the park. And one of the things that she always packed as a snack was frozen grapes. And it's just exactly what it says. All she did was rinse grapes, exactly the step portion that we're at right here, put them in a Ziploc bag, and put them in the freezer. You would think that they would stick to each other, but they don't. You just kind of have to kind of play with them a little bit, and they break apart. And they kept all the grocery, like the picnic snack food, cool. And they also made for a wonderful snack. Super refreshing. They are very, very cold. So if you have sensitive teeth, this may not be a good snack for you. However, being on Weight Watchers, I've found a continuation of this recipe. And I use recipe really loosely. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our package of sugar-free Jello mix and our baggie of grapes, and I'm sure you see where this is going. We're going to just make sure all of that Jello powder is down below our tear line. We're going to take our package of Jello and our grapes, and we're going to dump it in the grapes. And because they are damp from being rinsed, the Jello is going to adhere to the grapes. So as you can see, I didn't get the air out because I want the grapes to be able to move. So I'm going to hold it to where it's got a little pillow and just shake the grapes gently, not like, tsunami level, but we're going to shake them around so that they're coated in this sugar-free Jello. So what we're going to do next is we're going to put them in the freezer, and we're going to let them freeze, and then we will come back and try them. So we will see you when the grapes are frozen. Okay, so it's been about an hour and a half later. I ended up watching a movie and just kind of let these set. And so here is what they look like. Pretty much look the same as they did coming out of the refrigerator, or going into the freezer, I guess. So now's the fun part. Now we eat. So I'm just going to grab one here, and I'll give you an up-close look of what they look like. So you can see that rinsing them in the bag gives them something for the Jello to stick to. So you have the cold frozen grape and the sweetness from the grape, but you also have cold chill. And you have the sweet from your sugar-free Jello, and this is something that you could eat some of, put them back in the freezer. You can use the small snack size bags and make individual and just sprinkle powder in each baggie. Oh, yum. These are so good, and they are so super refreshing on a day like today where it's in the hundreds and you just need something cold. Not only is it a wonderful treat on Weight Watchers, but it brings back so many memories for me of going to the park with my Mimi. And grapes have tartness anyway, and they're cold, and so like right here in the back of my teeth, it's like, yeah, you know, so they're perfect. So that is my Weight Watchers Wednesday family friendly, kid friendly, picnic friendly, hot weather friendly recipe for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you tomorrow with another video. Bye y'all.